Hey guys, we are going to go over how to calculate our income statement, net income, net loss, and totals today. So you have carried over your information from your accounts. As you can see, we have a credit here for sales. So we're just going to move that credit over to the credit section. So everything under the income summary is going to go onto our income statement because that deals directly with our income. So our advertising expense is a debit, and then we're going to bring it over to a debit. We have no insurance expense, so you don't have to put a zero there. You can leave it blank. If we put a zero in, it'll just put the dashed line, which shows like, hey, this is a zero. That's the more correct accounting way to do it, is to go ahead and have zeros in there. And when you do that in Excel, it's just going to put that dashed line, as you can see. And that makes sure that you don't make mistakes as you're carrying over information. So, all right. And then miscellaneous expense is a debit. So we're going to carry that over to the debit section on the income statement. And then we have nothing for supplies. So we're just going to put some zeros in there to give us those little dashes. And then utilities, again, is a debit. And so we're going to have our debit there, and we're going to put a zero there. So now we have our information on our income statement, which our income statement is everything here, guys. And I'm just going to go ahead and highlight it. And since it's income, I'm going to make it a light green. It doesn't really look green, but here, let's try this one. That looks a little bit more blue in my opinion. So we'll go green here. Green for money, income. Okay. So we want to total our columns first. So we're going to use that same highlight, go to the sum function, and then we're going to drag across to get our total over there. Whoops, that did not work. Back that one up. So I still had everything highlighted, so that's why that total did not work. So make sure you unclick and then drag over. There we go. So now you should see that we have two different amounts here. You're like, but wait a minute, they have to balance. So here's the thing with the income statement. We've got in this much money and we spent this much money. So this amount here is not completely accurate. So now what we want to do is we want to come over here and figure out what our net income is. So to figure out our net income, we're going to take our total credits minus our total debits, and that's either going to give us a net income or a net loss. So it's income if it's positive, and it's loss if it's negative. So I'm going to go with this formula. So I'm going to type an equal sign, which tells Excel, like, hey, we're getting ready to do math. And I'm going to type G22, and it highlights that cell for me, which is the totals cell under credit, minus F22, which is my total column under debits, sorry, and then I hit enter. So now if I total these two here, that did not work. Might have to go equals this cell plus this cell, enter. There we go. And then equals this cell. Now our numbers match. So that is what you do on the income statement. And so in this case, for Golden Tan, at the end of the month, because we are doing a monthly fiscal period, they had a net income of $1,911. So that is the profit that they made for that month. Hopefully this helped.